Greetings beautiful gamers, it's BoyDreamz. Welcome to another Summoner's War video. Now, actually continuing from where we left, I'm still having issues with, Dimension Hall, which is honestly annoying because I've already sent 2 tickets to come to us, and they have yet to fix my issue. I would show you, but that means I'll have to actually restart the game because this will soft block me, and we don't want to do that simply because I'm already late for a video. And another thing, I'm too lazy to do it. So today's video is gonna focus on dragons and how you could get your first dragon team going. But before that, I wanna just show you some things that you might have to do in order to actually make it easier for you to make your first dragon team. I know I've already talked about towers and buildings, whatever you want to call them, and I already told you that speed, energy, then these two to actually speed up our giants team. And well, it's not just speeding up our giants, it's actually something that we benefit from everywhere. Now I even started this, and I might even start this, but I rather actually go for speed again. Now this is my choice, by the way. You might have to actually go for some HP because it'll help you for your survivability, because you're gonna need it, because unlike giants, dragons are really annoying. So make sure you put few points into defense and few points into HP. Yes, I haven't, but I will soon, and then you can continue upgrading those, because they're gonna just keep becoming more expensive. So instead of actually doing what I'm doing here, which is not the most ideal thing for you guys, don't focus on one thing right away. Make everything to a certain point. Let's say to level 5, then not everything, I meant every main thing, which is speed, crit damage, attack, defense, and HP. If you don't want to actually be stuck at giants, ignore the speedy team and ignore attack. Crit damage is still viable here, and work on those first. Don't do as I do and I'm focusing on whatchamacallit, speed, because later on I'm gonna be speeding up my teams, and speed is a valuable stat. Now, I already mentioned Dimension Hall, right? Yeah, I think so. Now, I must say, I was gonna delay Dragon's team until this is opened and I make my first 2A, but it seems like Come To Us are not agreeing with me and they don't want me to do that. So let's get to the team. Now the team is simple. It is the oldest team you can ever see ever. It is so old. It was used when I was playing the game before I actually quit in my Artemiel account, Artemiel Gianna, may I add, which I have no longer access to that account. Anyway, so obviously a staple unit would be Veramos. We run Veramos to be tanky, speedy, and that's it. Now, some might actually tell you to go violent. You don't necessarily need violent in Veramos. In fact, I think it's better if you go with Swift and Veramos or something else that gives him tankiness, because all you need from Veramos is to actually have a turn occasionally to remove the dots. So you're not really relying too much on Veramos having multiple turns. So I don't see violent being necessary or being as good, because if it is your first team, which is what this is aiming for people who are just starting, you will have less violent runes, and therefore it's gonna be harder for you to actually give him the runes. Another thing, you want the skill to be max because it will help you with your survivability because of the stun and the pushback. So remember, skill up your Veramoth. If I can actually make Veramoth like max skill within a week, you can too. I trust in you. Now we move to the second unit, which is Spectra, who I honestly wanted Spectra to be 2A before I started that, for many reasons. One of them is the fact that you'll have better survivability because... let's just wait. Let me have a drink while we... Oh, never mind, I'm not gonna have a drink. Because... Actually, what was I doing? I could have just came here and looked at it. Because, look at this. Inflict damage proportion to the enemy's max HP. So it enhances the second skill, as well as the third skill. The third skill now will decrease the attack as well. Decrease their attack speed and attack power as well. Decreasing their attack power will give you more survivability. And because your early game, it's hard for you to actually get enough tankiness to survive few hits, which we'll get into later. And we want this to be enhanced because look, it consumes 10% of his HP whenever he uses it. Now, I haven't skilled up my Spectra fully, sadly, which is... honestly, it's embarrassing a bit, but whatever. And for Spectra, the way you run Spectra, you want some accuracy. I mean, mine is low, but remember, early game, I don't want you to get the perfect stats. I want you to get enough stats, because I don't like my Spectra. I'll be honest with you, the crit damage is way lower than it should be. But as our first team, we'll be fine. We'll farm, we'll get better runes, we'll make her better. Yeah, I'm saying her because, well, I don't know. Spectra is a her somehow, I don't know. Whatever. So yeah. So you want crit rate and crit damage, because once we get her good, later, when we improve her and get her good runes, this is gonna be our main damaging skill, and Spectra deals really good damage with that skill. So, as you can see, nearly doubled her HP, nearly doubled her defense, because again, survivability is what we need, because this is a slow team. Then, we have Vertiheal. Vertiheal again, tankiness. Now again, I would have loved to go for something else other than tankiness, like damage, more damage to make it faster, but remember, our first team, and remember, our first team, always saying it, our first team. And because, by the way, it's not 100% win rate, as you can see, we already lost. Alright, and that happens due to reasons that I'll discuss in a minute. I do want to actually discuss them now. I want to discuss the runes first. Moving to the last two units, Bella and Lauren. Bella is standard. She's the healer. Again, I didn't show you, but he's on violent. He doesn't need to be on violent, but it helps to give us more turns. I mean, it's not necessary, remember. Spectra isn't on violence, she doesn't even have, like, fully maxed fucking runes. Oh, sorry. Oh, nice! more accuracy, lovely. And now we have almost double the... you get the point. So Bella, as I said, is standard, HP, defense, speed, some accuracy for her attack, defense break and strip, because those are important. More skill ups. Again, I'm a little bit embarrassed that my units. I mean, the 6-star, the Nat 5 is already. Yeah, the Nat 5 is already max skilled, and the Nat 3s are not, which is a little bit embarrassing. But to be fair, it is what it is. Then Lauren, again, I don't like her defense. She needs to be more tanky, which is one of the reasons why we lose. I'll get into it more. She's on violent. It's better to have her on violent. She's probably the only one that I would suggest to necessarily have on violent, because her attack bar bush and her her strip are really important, because you don't want the dragon to have many turns, because the more turns the dragon gets, the harder it is for you to win. Now we get to another point. As you can see, those are 6-starred. I already 6-starred them because, again, survivability. Another thing is I need to 6-star Lauren to have a better win rate. Now my win rate, let's say it's 99%. The only time that I lose, which I said we're gonna get into it later, but I'll get into it now. As you can see, Lauren. When Lauren is the one that get focused, it's the only time that I lose. Even when she dies, actually, I still have a chance to win, but we're gonna just end it because I wanna start the game and demonstrate what I mean along the way. So let's start. Now, as I said, the only time we lose, we're not scared here. This is not the issue. Here should be a piece of cake, walk in the park, whatsoever. Our issue is when we get to the mid-boss and the two crystals attack after each other. And the target is Lauren. Now, Lauren is only a 5-star, so she will not be able to sustain 2 crits. Another thing is, Bella is the last to be 6-starred. Why? Because Bella is easier to actually have tanky than Lauren. Because with Lauren, you actually need higher accuracy than you need with Bella. As you can see, now our only issue of those 2 crystals attack after each other. The first landing a defense break, then the second actually killing Lauren. Now again, look, they targeted Lauren, which is bad. If we get a cleanse, that's it. It's fine. The moment they target Lauren is the only moment that we hate this game, because it's the only way we could lose this. Other than stupid dragon luck, when they actually resist everything. And I mean, when the bots actually resist everything, then yes, that's another way to lose this. Don't worry, it'll heal. The good thing about her, I mean, yeah, the good thing about Spectra is the fact once she's 2-aid, she will even give you more, more ability to survive because of the attack break that she'll provide. Now that we've done this should be easy. They shall not move after each other unless they do. They don't, because Verd is gonna give us another turn, as you saw. Another turn to actually do stuff. Now, as long as 2 do not move after each other, targeting Lauren. Only Lauren cannot actually sustain 2 attacks, which is good. So once you are doing this, just pay attention to what goes wrong and why you lose the run. Now, I wasn't gonna suggest, again, as I said, I wasn't gonna suggest to actually farm dragons this early before 2A, but again, it could be just on my end, because according to the challenges, I should be having the 2A opened by now, but for some reasons I do not. So I contacted Come To Us over and over again to actually fix this issue, and once we actually open 2A, I'll make a tutorial about who to 2A first, which is the most beneficial to 2A first. and do it alongside with you guys. Now, as you can see, they did that. And the beautiful thing about Bella's AI, never mind. Lauren, how dare you? Now, Bella is one of the units that have the most optimized AI of all, which is not saying much, honestly, because the AI sucks in Summoner's War. But the lovely thing about Bella's AI, she'll never use her second skill unless until the dragon has the immunity on, which is actually good. So we have two strippers, by the way. Lauren, excuse me, and Bella. So I hope this helps you clear dragons, get the... whatchamacallit, where is it? Get the runes here, because those will help you. Probably those are the ones that I have on Verde Hill. So if it is your first time, remember the units that I have been using. And remember the type of runes. Violent is not necessary, but remember, if you're going other than violent, remember to increase your speed, because it's crucial. The first time you may actually have to manual it. If you just wanted to get the runes, just manual it. And another thing is, don't farm this early unless you have, like me, I haven't been around for days. As you can see, I haven't uploaded anything because it's been hectic at work. I was too busy, and here's the reason why I don't suggest it. Look how slow it is. 5 minutes. Yeah, so we need more work to actually speed it up. This team will do it faster. We just need to improve the runes quality. Another thing that I wanted to touch on is this, obviously. Remember to buy this. And there are a few things that you should buy that I have bought. Those are valuable. Those that I have bought. This. Look at them, they're valuable. There are some who are, I don't know, if you want them, you can get them. If you don't, then don't. We have this Awakening Force. I wouldn't really suggest. Farming is better. You'll get more mana, more stuff. Yes, it's time consuming, but no. This is nice-ish, but for me it's not worth it. 1 LD. I don't even summon LDs because this is a free-to-play account. LDs are not free to play. Another thing is, don't forget about the events. Oh, wait, before we actually tackle the events. Another thing to mention is guild. Be in a guild. It's absolutely necessary. The guild is so important. I cannot stress this enough. Look at the benefits that I'm getting from the guild. I'm getting more defense, more HP, more attack. Again, more defense, more HP, more attack, and so on. Those are the benefits of being in a guild. But remember, when you're searching, I cannot show you because I'm already in a guild. But when you're searching for a guild, just have it set up for a level 30 guild, and it's free to join, so you don't have to wait for approval. Just make sure you have those two conditions and go on based on that. Then events, make sure you always do your events because it's important. And we're gonna actually get our whatchamacallit, oh, I already completed it today. Okay, fine. Yeah, we're gonna get our first, well, not first, second free-to-play Nat 5, which is gonna be probably one of those 3. I'll look more into it because I actually considered many of them, But I think for now the fire one would be the most optimal to speed up dragons and probably be able to use it in Necro, because I looked at his skills and they're valuable. So remember, those you get from events, so do your events. I'm gonna need 500 to actually get him, so I'm not gonna buy anything until I get 500, so I can make a more sound decision based on the situation and based on what I need at that point of time, so we can progress together better and more efficient. So I know, oh shit, I almost oh darn it, I almost closed the whole game. Yeah, but remember, farm your arena wings, do farm daily. I was busy at work, but I was able to actually have a run every 15 minutes, because approximately every 15 minutes I'll look at my device, make reset the runs and so on. Yes, it's not as efficient to farm like that, but if you have a busy day, you can have it on the side farming, and you have only to pay attention every now and then, rather than having to pay attention every 10 minutes. I have to pay attention every 50, which is not ideal. I hope you actually found this helpful. If I missed out on something, if I didn't mention something that is important or necessary, just let me know. That's a demonstration of how Bella's AI is the perfect AI of them all. Remember, your team units all have to be 6-star. Apart from Bella, if your Bella is as tanky as mine, let me show you mine so we can leave it at that. Not even that tanky, but she can survive good enough. So Bella is the last to 6-star. So if you don't have enough material to 6-star them all, Bella is the last. So don't worry about Bella. This team is not 100%. It's approximately 99. There's only one losing condition, which is them focus on Lauren in the mid boss. Everything going wrong, then them focus on Lauren, because they only move after each other. If Spectra fails to decrease their attack power and their attack speed, if Varamos does the same, other than that, you should be fine. I really hope this was helpful. Next video will be on I don't know what. Hopefully the Summoners War support team get back to me about the 2A, because I really need it for improvement. Otherwise our progress is gonna be delayed even further. And before I go, I want to apologize that we don't have as many videos as I would like during the week. Work has been crazy lately because, well, if you don't want to know, you can go and click off the video right now, because this is not about the game anymore. Yeah, the work has been crazy because I am supposed to switch jobs soon. So when you give your notice, they work you to death, because they know you're gonna go away, so they try to be dicks. Exactly. Anyway, that was a good demonstration for him surviving. Enjoy, and I hope you actually do the right thing and progress the right way. Follow up with the guide, and I'll promise you'll progress as fast, if not faster, than we're doing. Remember, we're just a week old, a little bit older than a week, and we're already farming dragons, giants, and hopefully soon Necro. If you have any idea, any question, just let me know either in the comment section below or in Discord. Remember, I will always reply. Other than that, thank you beautiful gamers for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.